I'm a little late to the party, just coming through. Hopefully we'll wait for a few people to chat again on. So far we got 0, but I'm hoping that won't last forever. We will see. You got all your information if you need help leaving Scientology. If you are free, why can't you talk to me? So we got a nice cadre of vehicles here, which I think is probably repping for something important. But yeah, I'll wait for those people. Guard your child, Scientology traffic. So you got some angry people. Cool, we got 1 liking, but 0 watching. How does that even work? What did I do to pull that in? Huh? What overts have I been withholding? This is very cool. So it's really out in force. We got another truck. Hey, St. Louis Scientology, what's up? I gotta go out to St. Louis, Daz from Clayton. Hey, Janie, how are you?
Good, how's it going, man?
Hey, good, what's going on?
Mr. Landesman, right?
It's an honor, yeah.
Good to meet you.
Good to
What's
meet
your first
you.
name again?
Dodge, like the car.
Josh, okay.
Close, Dodge, like the car.
Dodge,
yeah, it's a
Dodge,
weird
sorry,
name.
sorry.
It's
Yeah,
a weird name.
I
Good to
remember
give you out.
Landesman.
Yeah.
But
It's an uncommon one.
It's dead. There's
I'd imagine.
nothing happening here.
Well, we got him to close off the street. So that, or are they closing off the street anyway? I guess they have a festival or something.
It's a 9-day children's festival.
Oh, wow.
Of love and awesomeness. Yeah.
Total love, yeah. When they're not working, you know, it's nice for them to be able to play.
Like,
when they're not working 16 hours a day.
There's nobody there. There's way more cops and security than there are.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking through here and there's like, I can't see more than 10 people probably.
Yeah.
That's wild. Were they putting in
it's probably, and those are probably Scientologist kids.
Yeah, oh, of course.
Because it's not like they didn't try to get every Scientologist to bring their kids.
Yes,
here.
right. You need numbers.
Like for sure. Right.
And I assume this was an intention to ingratiate themselves with the neighborhood as well to get other kids.
No, this is
okay. So this is just for Scientology kids.
DOA was going to do a thing here.
Right.
And
right. Why do it in
they're
the first
trying
place?
to preempt it.
Right.
And I think they're trying to use the child thing, like filming children, whatever.
Oh, that makes sense. Right. Oh, you can't write.
You know, like they try to use everything they can. They try to use the music to copyright strike. Hey, what's up, man?
Not much.
Took you a while, huh?
Yeah, there's traffic and then one thing after another.
Yeah.
Glad the whole scene got delayed a little bit to like 6 or something. Where I guess we all move around. That'll be fun.
Yeah, they were saying on my stream like nobody's filming from the other side. I don't know if you see over there.
No. I'll go by and I could do that.
It's like nobody's there.
I could be a lone wolf.
So, you know, they always try to keep everything back from both streets and kind of keep it in the middle, so we can't see how badly they're failing. And they are failing really badly, you know.
Yeah, this is bad.
Look at this dude.
This is supposed to... Oh, hey, there he is.
Showing off his muscles.
You got more muscles than me. Hardcore. You got the Xenu car, very cool.
What's the deal?
Hey.
Did they show you on the permit?
They can go fuck themselves.
Amen.
I chain myself to the goddamn fucking thing.
Amen.
What size shirt you wear?
Small or medium.
Small or medium?
Yep. I'll do it. Let's do it.
Kindly go fuck yourself shirt. Or Scientology is a cult.
Scientology's a cult. That would be more my scene. I love it. I appreciate it. Free t-shirts. This is really a real deal.
This is the merch.
Hell yeah. You're the best. Thank you. Beautiful. I'll find a place to change at some point because I want to be repping it.
You got a shirt already, right?
No.
I didn't give you a shirt.
Do you have extra huge fat dude size?
2X?
Yeah.
I didn't give you one?
No.
Oh.
I promise I'm not double dipping.
Yeah, you want kind of go fuck yourself or Scientology's a cult?
Scientology.
You got options.
I mean, if the fuck yourself one has something about Scientology,
No.
you know, I'm not.
Just
you know,
general message, I guess.
That's
But it has a rainbow.
that's a sweater. Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, there we go.
All right, back, guys. I gotta get him in the shade.
Yeah, the kind of go fuck yourself is my self promotion without having
Nice.
self-promotion.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, you're the best. I can put this in my car.
What shirt size?
And my shirt.
2X. You want kind of go fuck
I get taking the dog to the shade, so the dog's got a little ornery. So I'm going to be here for most of the time, guys, but in deference to the dog, I might peel off a little bit and walk around with him, but I think he's generally pretty happy in the shade, so I think he's all right. And hello, Morales XZZZX. Got all the people, all the children who have been screwed over by Scientology. According to their names. I got a whole grill. This is cool. I got free food, Domino's. This is awesome. This is like when Scientology did this in Chicago. How are you guys? Good. I'm Dodge.
Hi, Dodge.
How are you? Thanks for coming out.
We saw you.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I was driving by. Yeah. I was playing Diana Hubbard.
Yeah.
That was her music. I thought that would be fun. So when we all go out, I'll blast it out. Yeah, she like dropped a whole album and everything.
Who is she?
She's L. Ron Hubbard's daughter. So she dropped a whole album. She actually performed and stuff and had a mild, decent enough music career. Sorry about that. Here, I can get it. But hey, that's mine. Yeah.
Hi, doggy. He doesn't bite, right?
No, he doesn't bite. He loves attention. It's his favorite thing. I'm never enough for him at all. You got a whole setup here. This is cool.
They don't. He has to stay on the easement, I think, though.
Okay, that makes sense. Has any clashes happened yet, or so far pretty mellow?
Not clash, but
That's good. Okay.
I think they have a permit for the sidewalk.
Yeah, right. Okay, so you got the permit. This is cool. You're giving
I
out.
don't know. I think I heard him say that, or I know. Using a sidewalk, and he was like, "When I do the easement, you just walk away." It was like that.
Sorry, JD. I was gonna meet Tori Magoo. She just walked by, but I was gonna shake her hand, so I'll make sure to do that when she goes back to my direction. This is you guys are giving out more food than the Scientology people gave out to the college students in Chicago.
Yes.
Okay, I've got a shake delivery for you from Debbie.
Oh wow. Good on you guys. Giving back too. Respect.
Oh wow.
You don't even have dog stuff. Look at that. He might be too spoiled for dog treats, but.
And then
What the hell is that?
Good night.
What's going on? Hola, ¿cómo estás? That looks fancy. I like it. Probably like the best time.
cool.
Chinga tu. I know chinga tu madre. Well, that's about it.
No, but nobody knows my language, Albanian.
Oh yeah, that's an obscure
YouTube
one.
will never censor it because YouTube doesn't understand.
Good luck. Yeah, they probably know the big three, and that's about it. Nothing more beyond that. I'm Dodge, by the way. I don't think I met you. Nice to meet you. How are you?
Good, thanks.
What brought you out to protest the cult today?
I was born in it, so
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, hardcore.
yeah. So I feel like the dog, and I just wanted to pee on everything.
Yeah, sorry about that. Hey,
No, that's good.
oh, I appreciate that. Thanks for letting him pee. He likes to pee up a storm.
We welcome all animals to poo here, and we.
Yes, right. This is a perfect place,
and
isn't
we
it?
tell-
I'm not going to
please
clean it
don't
up.
pick Yes,
Yeah.
Please do not pick it up.
Is that right? I mean, they can trespass me. They can't really trespass the dog,
Right.
right? So
Dog doesn't
he's
care.
good. I mean, I wish I could take a dump right in the front
Me
steps,
too.
but you know,
That'd be fantastic.
at least we got one representative. So that's what
You're
counts.
doing it for us.
Yeah. We need
I
somebody
hope
fighting
we have a
for
good
us.
one worked up in there.
Oh yeah, I bet he hasn't gone to the bathroom yet today. So I think he's raring to go. I'm curious about the front. I gotta check the front. I heard nobody's there.
Yeah.
So try to yell at some people. I'll be back. Check out the front, guys, just to see what's up. Let the dog walk her a little more. Got a lot of tents. So this is cool. You got some food, tents, whole 9 yards. As you can see, this is the building that, in case you guys didn't know, this was once an anchor hospital for the Jewish community back in the 1920s, 1930s. And I believe that it was this hospital that employed the first female Jewish doctor in the state of California. So it's a lot of sad history just kind of washed away. But when Jewish people were facing a lot of discrimination, they couldn't get health care. So this was built because this used to be a pretty decently Jewish neighborhood. There's still some Jewish delis. But yeah, that's the interesting history of this building. And a lot of celebrities got care here. Marilyn Monroe was sick for like a month here. Jane Mansfield, kind of the poor man's Marilyn Monroe, had her child in this building. I always kind of like Jane Mansfield better than Marilyn Monroe personally. Girl Can't Help It, the movie. But yeah, a lot of interesting history that people kind of don't know about. And it is a beautiful building. I don't know why they painted it blue, but it still is pretty. Yeah, buildings morph into sky. They do. They kind of blend together. Hey, stop. And we got the gentleman with his mask on. Tried to wave hi. He did not. I don't know why he didn't wave hi to me back. It was kind of rude. Hashtag rude. So much for a welcoming religion. Oh well. The way those buildings morph into sky. Oh, hey, what's up, Miss Bliss Creek? Enjoyed our little conversation last night. Thanks for remaining a subscriber, even though you were very confused. I'm always confused, so we have that. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so we have that in common. Ginger dog, yeah, he kind of matches my hair. Definitely. I'm making sure he gets to walk a little before I loop back around. But again, we're going to look at the other side as well. And let's also take a look at the attendance. So this is supposed to be a decently, I guess their intention, as I was talking to people, is this is supposed to be a decently sized attended festival. And it appeared there are probably about 10 people from the other perspective, but we'll go to the front and see how it really is. It is a pretty block, I will say that. But I don't think that's Scientology's doing. So you got your tow your car. How often do you drive a week? Well, this is intense because I'm staying up in the mountains. So this, I'm driving 2 hours in, 2 hours back in one day, which sucks. And then I had to drive 5 days in a row, 6 hours each day to get from Memphis out to Los Angeles in time for a court case, which I kind of threw up on myself, unfortunately. I was on with Aaron Smith-Levin, which is a bummer, so all the effort for nothing, although I'm still glad to be out here for the protesters, and I still want to cover the court case and get that information nonetheless. Big M, am I a reporter? I used to be. I sort of am. Guess that's a good way to describe it. I used to be a TV news anchor, and the way I got interested in Scientology, well, I was always interested in Scientology, but the way... Oh, here's the other side. Very cool. But yeah, the way I got interested was talking about Lisa Marie Presley, and I did an article about her. I guess I'll just walk around. The dog just, hey. So yeah, we're getting, nobody knows I'm here, or else they'll probably ban me, but we're getting a good look at the front, in case anybody's curious. Oh, there's my friend. Dude, this guy threatened me with warrants. I know that, dude. Okay. Long time no see, how are you? Good to see you again. It's been a while. So that was the gentleman who I might talk to him later. That was the dude in Chicago that I just waved to and said hello. Who threatened me. He's like, Dodge, you have warrants. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you got warrants. And yeah, he's kind of threatening me. So this is the actual inside. This is really well attended, guys. Sorry, trying to... Yeah, how are you? Even this close?
Yeah, you're pretty close, man.
Bummer. So just only this area. Man, you've been everywhere. You travel as much as I do. In Chicago, now LA. Like, I feel like we should do an odd couple thing. Just think about it. Odd couple, road trip, you and me. Think about it. Road trip. He doesn't want to do a road trip. Hey, come. He doesn't want to do a road trip with me? Dude, we would have been a great odd couple. He doesn't want to do that? I mean, that would have been fun. So that guy is my best friend. So what he is he is like a security guy for Scientology and has been all around. So I met that gentleman, or lack of gentleman, in Chicago, and he was threatening Shannon. If you know Shannon, one of the key protesters, he was threatening Shannon's dog, and said, like, be careful with your dog, and then, like, mentioned to Shannon, like, he knew she had a DUI from 20 years ago. Who cares? And then I went up to him, you know, near the barricade, and he's like, you better be careful, Dodge. He's like, Dodge. I'm like, oh, cool, you know me. I felt, hey. Sorry, it's friendly. Just want to smell their pee. Sean Ingalia. Is that the dude's name? I have no idea what his name. I'm shocked I never really bothered to find out what that dude's name was, because he is my best friend. So yeah, he threatened me with, he's like, Dodge, you better be careful, you have warrants. And I'm like, what are you talking about, warrants? I don't have any warrants. And he's like, no. And I was like, warrants for what? He's like, for crimes. And I'm like, what crimes? He's like, you know what crimes. But ironically, I did get arrested about 2 days later, and I was doing a live stream with the presidential primary. I cover politics as well. And so I was doing that, and me being a stupid pothead, I was smoking weed outside my hotel room, and then all of a sudden the police knocked on my car. My car was off, so it wasn't a DUI or anything, but the police knocked on my car. All of a sudden I was in this isolated, pretty suburban area. I was staying in a hotel on a golf course, but Scientology knew where I was, and literally two hours after I remarked upon where I was, the cops got me and put me in jail for about 16 hours. And it was weird because when I got to jail, everybody was saying they haven't put anybody in jail for simple marijuana possession. I had a quarter of an ounce, so far under an ounce, not even close. And yeah, so they put me in jail for marijuana possession for about 16 hours, and everybody's saying how strange it was, and they haven't put anybody in jail for marijuana possession for about like 6 years. And in 2019, the sheriff of the county, it was in Cobb County, which is only about 10 minutes from Sandy Springs, where Scientology has a church. And the sheriff of Cobb County issued an order saying to no longer arrest people for simple marijuana possession. So then all of a sudden, I get arrested. So who knows? I don't know if Scientology was behind it or not, but I'd imagine. Maybe. So yeah, I'm a reporter. To finish that story, I used to be a local news anchor who wanted to just simply discuss the truth about Scientology. I was out in Yuma, Arizona, and I'd pay attention to a lot of the anti-Scientology stuff and always had an interest in it, but never involved in it directly. But I thought that mainstream media was missing the story when Lisa Marie Presley died, because she used to be a Scientologist, and she was willing to testify potentially against Danny Masterson in the retrial. And I said, hey, that should be part of her legacy. And by the way, she's going to do this pretty ballsy thing, considering that Lisa Marie was a Scientologist for 2 decades. Obviously, she felt a lot of regret, and she wanted to right her wrong, because the specific wrong was Scientology pressured her to call her best friend, who was one of the Danny Masterson victims 20 years ago, and tell her to stand down and not go to the police. She felt a lot of regret in the retrial. She wanted to testify that Scientology pressured her to do that, and that happened. Scientology got so mad that they threatened to sue unless they fired me. So I even offered to be suspended without pay. I said, hey, I'll sign an NDA. It wasn't like I'm that heroic, like I was like, screw this. No, I want to try to keep my job. But they're like, no, he has to get fired. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's go to war then, bitch. And now we are here. How you're a good bloke doing good work. Thank you. Happy to support the effort. I appreciate that, Miss Blitzkrieg. Great name, by the way. Gotta love World War II. I'm still waiting for World War III. It'll happen. Josh, I can cuss, but I don't mean it. Love to you, dude. You're good. Aaron said security guard wants to blow. Oh, really? You know, I will say he was unusually polite with me, more so than usual. So I wouldn't be shocked. Like, before he wouldn't have even said hello. So at least, you know, it was relatively, hey. Sorry, it's friendly. What's going on? Thanks for saying hi to him. So that's it. Yeah, he was more polite than he was before. He didn't threaten me. That's a big move. They're supposed to welcome everything. His loss, right? Wouldn't that have been a great road trip? That would have been fun. Because, hey, he was in Chicago, I was in Chicago, he's in LA, I'm in LA. Like, why not, like, join forces? We could debate Scientology. If there's a place that doesn't have Scientology and we have to stop and we have to go to church, we'll make an argument. I'd want to go to the Protestant one. He'd want to go to the closest thing to it, which would probably be like Christian Science Church. That would be a fun dynamic. I'd ask him about his weird beard. I'd ask him how old he is. He's ageless. He could be anywhere from 27 to 55. Who knows? Hey. Oh, hey. What's up? Hey, come. So we're going on the main strip now again. To tell everybody I saw my best friend, Sean. Thank you for telling me his name is, or is his name Chris or Sean? Yeah, I know. I got my leash just in case. They are crappy animals. And Lord knows he ain't going to eat nothing from them. I'll tell you that. So I will be careful. Fight the power. What's going on?
Hey, I'm Matthew.
Hey, I'm Dodge. How are
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What brought you out today?
I've been out here for about 5 or 6 days.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
Good for you. I used to be a reporter who spoke out against Scientology and got fired. So yeah, so I figure I kind of joined the team.
Yeah. Cool.
And see what's up.
You'll see what's going on.
Yeah, I've been looping around.
I remember you went by. Yeah.
Yeah, and I looked at the front because I was curious. It looked like a maximum of 10 people. That was about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
We need some drone footage of how empty it is.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
If there's more of us than them, it's like.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot more of us than them. It's not even close.
Yeah, in the real world.
Yes, in the real world and in this specific instance as well.
True, double.
So yeah, how many people we have? Like 20? It's a good cadre. Something like that, yeah.
Hopefully we grow it a little each day if we can.
Yeah.
To a peak in maybe a week or so. Next weekend would be great if we can get the number up even higher.
That makes sense. And are we all going out with the cars and everything?
The majority, yeah. There's gonna be
Cool.
one or two people staying behind to watch stuff and
Makes sense.
and get the food going.
Yeah, right. Cool.
So we can eat within a reasonable time.
That's wise. Yeah, easier said than
we're gonna
done.
do the caravan convoy
Love it.
thing.
Love it. And were you ever in Scientology or
No,
never been in?
no.
Okay, good on you.
I have a good friend, one of my best friends, who's been protesting Scientology for over 10 years.
Cool.
And lately, like, I mean, his last 40 videos, I think I was in most of them.
Wow. Okay.
So
Awesome.
I don't
I'll
post
check you out.
content on my own channel.
Good for. So you just do it for the love of fighting the power.
Yeah, and I started
like
going. I'm a mod, like for a few of the channels.
Oh, good for you.
And,
Thanks for doing
like
that.
I'm one of Jay's mods.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Yeah, and so
Sweet.
first time I came out a couple weeks ago to meet him and say hi and stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna go back down. Like,
Yeah, right.
I can really stand behind this. And,
You get caught up in the fever.
Yeah, and so I started actually putting stuff on my channel now.
Nice.
Now people are like, I did a couple of like 5-10 minute lives, and my moderators called me and they're like, "What are you doing? You need to stay live longer. You had 30 or 50 people."
Yeah. You've been out. People know you. I mean, if you've been out for that long, people probably know you. You know, they're interested in what you have to say.
My last live, I actually decided at the end of this live, I'm gonna send the people over to Jay's channel because he was live.
Cool.
And he's like, "Dude, thank you so much for sending people, or like a bunch of people."
It's well deserved.
I had, like,
It's very well deserved.
I had
Yeah.
a fair group in my channel.
Respect. Nice.
I was happy about that.
Yeah, the more we have too, the more eyeballs that might have not seen the other ones, and this one pops up and they check it
People
out.
like to look at other channels.
Yeah. This is always
hear different people's voices, meet new
exactly.
characters.
Yeah.
And, things.
Yeah. So it's all helpful.
Yeah.
Good on you. And was your friend in Scientology before or no? You just
he's a First Amendment activist.
Oh, badass.
So
okay, cool.
He would go and you know, do video. And this was before these.
Yeah, audit some other organizations and
like the traditional auditing.
Yeah, right. Oh,
so
cool.
That's kind of that's kind of my background.
Oh,
too,
badass. Good for you.
And cop watching.
Oh, sweet.
And so.
Oh, that's super important.
It helps to know some of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, you could do two at once here, which is nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cops as well, so.
I'd rather not. I'd rather have them not approach me, to be honest.
I feel you.
I think.
I feel you.
Do what I do. Want to get the interaction. I'm like.
No, I'm too nervous about it.
I just want to make sure they respect people's rights and document what I can.
Yeah, right. And if they're doing, and if they're, you know, not, they're at least letting us be where we should be. Then it's less on them and more on,
I mean,
you know.
I like to make content, but at the end of the day, I want to follow the rules and make sure the cops do their job too.
Yeah, right.
My job is Joe Citizen, and they'll do their job.
Hey, how are you?
I'm MD Media.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice
Sure.
to meet you as well.
It's an honor.
You as well.
I've watched a lot of your stuff. This is cool.
You as well.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Good of you guys to be out here. How's it going so far?
I just got here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I just got here.
Nice.
Check it out. I'm gonna.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. I'm gonna walk a little bit. Well, I don't think you missed much. I guess like the prime time is 6 or something, from what I heard. So, we have, you know. So I snuck before they knew who I was for a second. I snuck to the front, and there's me.
Jacob?
What's up?
Is that what Jacob did?
No, this is just now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I went to the front, and there was literally 10 people in the whole thing. I think he wants to chase my shoe. You want to chase my shoe? No, usually he does, but not this time. So it's sparse. And I was curious, like, is this intended for the public too, to like, wow, that's an epic fail. That's an epic fail. I bet like the public are like, oh, cool, Kids sponsored by Scientology. Yeah. Nope. Sorry, we'll have to go to a different festival. We'll have to drive on the 405. 45 minutes out of our way, but it's better than being in this big blue building. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, so that's pathetic then.
Whatever it takes. Little by little. Yeah.
What up? How are you?
I'm a viewer of yours.
Oh, I'm honored. Thank you.
I'm good, SB. I just saw your.
Sure.
I just saw
your name.
Interview with what's his name?
With Aaron. I kind of fucked up on that one, unfortunately. I kind of threw up on myself. I even did a video where I'm like, yeah, I threw up on myself. Because I was stupid because it's like I didn't believe my lying ears. So I was like, hey, chill. I was like, Jane Doe 1 got a sanction because Tony Ortega's blog wrote that. So I'm like, his reporter is gonna know more than me about this court case because she's been there like 5 times before I was. So I'm like, I thought it was just he issued a sanction for the attorney, but I'm like, well, she must be. She knows more than I do.
Yeah.
And I was literally looking just for like extra information. I was literally looking at his thing while I was talking to Aaron. I'm like,
wow.
Fuck, I fucked up.
Yeah, I had to look at your video when you said.
Yeah. I owned it. Yeah. I owned it at least. You know, I was like, this is how I totally threw up on myself.
Yeah.
I hope he has me back on. Hopefully he's forgiving. Who knows? But
yeah, I was watching I think you went to the courthouse also.
Yeah, that one went well, thank God. At least that one I did not come off as a jackass. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, so that was in Memphis. That was helpful too because it's like, that was a lot easier to get, right? Yeah. Because it's a simple injunction. And court is tough because it's like a different language. And, you know, a lot of respect to Jacob Harkey, but like, man, you have to have a natural subconscious mind to understand it. And if you don't, it's like a different language. And he could get it so naturally. And for me, it's like, even when I was talking there, I had to pause and think of like the right legal term. Yeah. And it was like, it was so not natural to me, you know, versus the Memphis one, that was natural because it was the one little motion, that was it. So yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, Jacob Harkey's our Superman. He's
hardcore. Yeah, hell yeah he is. Hell yeah he is.
Sorry, I mean the closest we got to a Clark Kent.
Yeah, that's hilarious. The glasses, they kind of look.
I didn't realize he was talented with the guitar and.
Yeah, he could sing too. Yeah, he's a really good singer, great guitarist, Renaissance man, really. He can kind of do everything. It's good. Yeah, I think I got 60 people, not bad.
Yeah.
So I haven't checked the messages yet.
Yeah, I felt bad about what happened at the original version of what these people going after you in your newscasting.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well,
that was horrible to hear.
Thank you. I appreciate your support. Thank you for saying that.
Anybody that's an honest first.
Yeah, and they'll nix you. You know, they'll kind of cut you real quick. I mean, you know, part of me like. I felt so meaningless doing all that work because it's just dribbling. It's just you're regurgitating, you know, stuff that CNN or Fox or wherever gives you.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's hard to rub two dimes together, but I feel a lot more meaning in my work and I feel a lot more free, which is nice. So I'm glad it happened. You know, it's an awesome community.
Now, or?
I'm trying to just make it off of this, which easier said than done, you know. Yeah, I saved up a lot. I had a job immediately after I got fired. I had a job that paid decent for about 6 months.
Okay.
So, and I really didn't like it, so I was saving up the whole time. And it is more than I needed, which is nice. But it was a weird, something called valuetainment, and a guy named Patrick Bet David, who's, he's kind of, he's a little sleazy, and they're, you know, I mean, I'm a little moderate, but they're like super right wing.
Wow.
So I decided, they had Alex Jones on, which was a lot, and decided to kind of depart after that. But I was just like a print guy, and like I like to communicate, I like to talk and film and you know, do audio stuff. So it's like just being stuck, just writing. It was kind of like writing a lot of propaganda, really. So I moved on. It was an interesting experience. So talk about you go from one culture to another. That guy, he's a multi-millionaire. I think he's worth $100 million. But I remember the most obnoxious thing that happened is he bought a 2% share in the Yankees. And he had this big announcement, and he's like, I'm a part owner of the Yankees. Everybody stood up and started cheering. I'm like, dude, you didn't like donate millions of dollars for hungry children who need it, or like a hospital of kids in care. Like, are you kidding me? Like, we're supposed to cheer for your vanity? Yeah. And I was just like, I can't work under. I mean, he's a nice enough guy, like well-intentioned, not a bad guy. But it's like I can't just work with under somebody with those kind of morals and that behavior, and you know. So yeah, it was, and that was in Fort Lauderdale. So the dog hated it too because he hates hot weather.
He didn't like it either?
No, he was like, "Get me the hell out of here."
Did you see the episode CoffeeZilla did on the?
Yes, my favorite. That's my favorite. I watched that like 5 times. I was already like, that's true. And I was like, no, he should have pushed harder on the MLM, because the whole thing is a like disguise for his MLM.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a sales funnel to
Yes.
eventually get you to buy, and not just buy the MLM, but there's other guru style courses that are sold as well.
Exactly. And they have the vaults, their conference, which is $1,000 to attend, and
Yeah.
kind of like Scientology. And there are people who would call and pressure kids. Oh, can you take out this credit card to like pay for this $1,000? Oh, sorry. Oh, or I guess you were on the one that skateboard. I didn't see that. So, right.
There's all this guy.
A for effort. It's fun to see. So yeah, no, it was really the same thing, and pressuring young people who were looking for an answer and saying, can you just take out this loan or ask your parents to do X, Y, and Z just to go to this really important, instead of course, seminar. It's the only difference. But the books too. The books are like 300, 400, same exact, same exact thing. And I was like,
it's a really big predatory scheme as of late with all of these, I call them scammers and predators because that's what they are, but they target a lot of young and vulnerable men.
Yeah.
There's a growing audience, there's a growing number of grifters out there that are targeting 18 to 25-year-old guys. There's Andrew Tate copycats.
Yes.
There's, of course, valuetainment, which does have a lot of that overly machismo selling to vulnerable young men who are trying to make ends meet. They might have a significant other and they might want children, but they might not financially be able to make ends meet.
They feel hopeless.
And it's fucking disgusting because there's so much of this nonsensical sort of red pill / relationship talking heads out there where you have the Whatever podcast that essentially just brings on and they're actually I think it's Santa Barbara, I think, and they just bring on very typecasted individuals.
Yeah, those guys are so gross.
And they just overhype the shit out of everything, and guys, young guys especially, literally eat this stuff up and think this is real life.
It's their Bible.
And it's really sad because I know many of those folks. Where I'm from, there's a lot of blue collar guys, and they listen to this as if it's Bible.
Yeah,
and I tell them this is not the way forward in life. All you're doing is just building resentment and hatred for literally the opposite sex.
Yeah,
and
half
you're
of
telling
the
me you're just going to
population.
alienate over 50% at least of the population. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Funnel.
Business sense doesn't make sense. Relationship-wise, doesn't make any sense. It's just totally idiotic.
Right, you're not going to improve. You're not going to get the woman of your dreams if you hate her.
There's no improvement, bro.
Right.
Like, all that nonsensical, yeah, bro, you just got to improve more. And by listening to
right.
more whatever podcasts. So, fuck
Right.
those guys.
Yeah. Amen. I'm glad you see it my way. It's the same, right. It's that same circle, man.
Yeah.
And you're right. And it's just like the stuff is dangerous.
They're all circle jerking each other every day, every night. You know, the Tate brothers, I can also tell you.
And they, they loved Valuetainment, loved the Tate brothers.
Oh yeah,
gross.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Those guys, coming from the Balkans, and I know that, like, that part of the world gets a lot of hate, and rightfully so, for human trafficking. So I know, just because I've had associations of people involved in that lifestyle.
Yeah.
I know exactly how a human trafficking organization ring runs, and I can tell you the Tate brothers are fucking peak predator, apex predator of trafficking people, and in this case, using them for sex work. Yeah. It is so fucking clear to see, and the fact that they're trying to hide behind, oh, we're unique immigrants, and we're from a country that is being religiously persecuted, and look, America hates immigrants. Like, go fuck yourself. I've been here for decades, all right? That shit just doesn't happen. People rightfully can see when you're a human trafficker and you're a chomo, all right? They're very clear to see. And we were talking earlier, the Sicilians do a very good job at policing chomos and other child abusers.
Interesting. I know that. Cool.
These guys deserve to be handled that same way.
1,000%. Because, right, I mean, so the claim that, because I've had this argument many times in the office when I was there, and their claim was like, these girls are doing it willingly. But it's like they're not getting paid a proper wage to do that.
Yeah.
Nor, and I don't think they really, evidence has said in some of the documentation they didn't have the option to leave the house.
And it's not even just the option to leave. That's where everybody reports incorrectly, all right? This is how abuse happens. It's not just that psychologically you don't think you can leave. What the fuck do you expect these people to do once they leave? They have no food, no shelter. What are they going to do? Just starve to death on the street? They don't leave because literally it is their only option, just simply to survive.
Yeah,
even though the survival is absolutely shitty conditions.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
So fuck all these people when they ask abuse victims, why don't you just leave? It's disgusting.
Right.
It's really disgusting.
It's that simple.
It really is.
Yeah. And it's like, even that experience, I'm like, all right, this is a bigger problem than I think, and they're all kind of interconnected, at least with their values and the tactics, whether it be Scientology or the red pill shit. And it's like, you fight against them, you're fighting against that a little bit too.
And abuse victims as well, they don't understand it's okay for them to speak out against themselves, and they're not likely to push back. Like, I was talking with the sergeant over there, and it was clear that he didn't expect a fresh face to just stay there for at least, like, I was there for like 5-10 minutes asking him, what does your wife think of you protecting chomos?
That's a great question.
What do your children think? What
God,
do your children's soccer coach
do you even
think?
try to answer it?
He was just nodding his head like this, and I told him, oh, so when your child one day comes up to you and says they were brutally sexually abused by a religious institution, you would just do this and say, wow, better luck next time, kid. Fuck you. That's rightfully what you deserve.
Yeah.
What was the reason why they went after you?
The reason, the Scientology, because so when I was in Yuma, Arizona, as a local news reporter, oh, she's famous. I've seen you on TikTok. You're famous. What's up?
There's juices and drinks in here.
I might take advantage. So I was so the way I got involved in this whole thing, I was a local news reporter.
Okay.
And I had always had an interest since the Aftermath show in Scientology, and I've always been fascinated by cults in general.
Okay.
So when Lisa Marie Presley died, I felt you could bet him loves attention. I felt the mainstream media was leaving out an important part of the story, which is that Lisa Marie Presley had the guts to be willing to testify against Danny Masterson, because she was a Scientologist for 20 years, right? And then 20 years ago, she was ordered by Scientology to call one of Masterson's Jane Does to tell her to stand down. So she felt a ton of regret about that. 25 years later, despite the almost guaranteed repercussions to fair game, to her life, to her career, to her family, she's like, I'm still going to do that. Then 3 months later, she dies. And all I added was, let's dig a little deeper. I'm not shouting conspiracy, but let's dig a little deeper into who she was, and that this heroic move should be a part of her legacy. Like, that's how we should remember her, that she was going to fight for justice. And so Corinne Powell, the chief international spokesperson, called me, and I kind of bullshit her and said I'd probably take it down and never did. Because she thought I didn't know anything about Scientology. So because I wrote about fair game and whatever, and so she's like, oh, all that stuff about fair game, I don't know where you got that. This is just bigotry. I'm like, okay, I'll look into taking it down. I never did. Then she called the station, and she said I had to be fired or they would sue them, which of course they haven't sued anybody in 20 years, so it's BS. But and I even offered, like, I wasn't that amazing. Like, I was like, I'll sign an NDA. I won't talk about them ever again. I could be suspended without pay for a month, whatever you want. But no, they're like, I have to get fired. So they made an enemy out of me. Like, they went all the way. If they went half the way, they would have no problem. But yeah, and then I got an article in the New York Post and Daily News and some cool stuff. And so it was a pretty fun, on Aaron's channel a bunch. So it was a pretty fun merry-go-round. But
so no other news agencies said, you know what, this guy has something we want.
I haven't looked. That's a good question. I haven't looked. I'd like to do freelance. I think doing the 9 to 5, I just really hated to. So it's nice not to have to do that. Like, I just felt kind of empty. And working for TV news, it's you really have to parrot so much information. It's hard to have any room to breathe and really do what you care about. I mean, this is hard too because I'm broke as hell. But I'm much happier every day and feel much more satisfied. Yeah, and the dog is happier. Like, I hated leaving the dog for 10 hours inside a day, and so that was a big. I mean, that's kind of stupid to make a lifestyle decision based on your dog, but a lot of it was, not going back in for the 9 to 5 was based on him because I just felt he just needs so much exercise and stuff. And he's chubby now, but he's getting, much chubbier before. So I was like, I don't, I mean, that's what most human beings do, right? I mean, they leave their dog in. And I at least took my dog to somebody else's house, but that was expensive too, so I barely made anything because of that. But at least I take it to somebody's house, but it wasn't the same. You wouldn't get that exercise. And then I love to travel. I've been to 27 states. I've been to 48 states in the U.S., 27 in Mexico. I got him in Mexico, and 6 provinces in Canada. So I'm obsessed. I hate being in one place. So I love to travel, and it's an addiction. It's probably not a good addiction, but it's
expensive.
It is. So I've traveled all around with the YouTube stuff. I've done some other topics and I covered the New Hampshire primary and the South Carolina, Nikki Haley versus Trump and all that. And went to a Biden rally too in Georgia. So and I'm going to go down to Mexico and cover the border as well. So, that's the stuff I like to do.
What was your opinion on the 34 counts of felony on Trump?
That's a great question. He's an official felon. He's my theory is it makes a difference of 1 or 2%, which might be enough of a difference in 3 or 4 swing states. Because, I mean, ultimately, the biggest difference is if he gets jail time. I don't think he's going to get jail time. So most people don't really care. And, the difference is with this, I mean, I disagree for better or for worse. He didn't do anything violent or sexual, right? That's easy to understand. Like the stuff that he's indicted for, it's talk about complicated legalese. It's 10 times more complicated than Scientology legalese. So if you have to spend 30 seconds thinking about it, a lot of people can come to the conclusion that it's not that bad. They can't fully understand it. I do think that there is 20% of Trump voters who said they're voting for him now but wouldn't vote for him if he were indicted felon. Add that with the 20% that Nikki Haley got. So Nikki Haley endorsed him. Half of the support comes back to Trump. But she's still getting 20% in the primary. So 10% is away. And then you have the 20%. So that's 15% less. I think, yes. Long story short, I think it does make a difference in 3 states where it needs to make a difference.
Wow.
But yeah, so that would be my.
That's a lot of votes.
Yeah, right.
3 states is
well, right, because remember, Biden won the states by less than 50,000 votes often in each state, or even less than that in a lot of these situations. So, to see, hey.
Well, if you want some local news here in the LA area, the actual reason I was saying earlier why I came by here is I work as an engineer. I specifically do software for manufacturing, and the biggest problem is, if you've heard of people lobbying for right to repair laws.
Sure, yeah.
When stuff inevitably gets broken, it is nearly impossible, and intentionally so, to replace it. Now, you might think, well, when you break
planned
a phone,
obsolescence.
Yeah, when you break a phone, who gives a shit? It's not just phones. I can tell you on the industrial grade part, entire electrical subsystems rely on one vendor product, and they intentionally build in proprietary secrets to make it so that you can't just hot swap this module for any other vendors of the same quality, of the same functionality. You have to buy the $100,000 piece from this vendor. Where it gets really shitty is there's what they call these centers of excellence. In every state in America, they have them. These are similar to how doctors have boards to certify standards. We have that in the engineering realm. The problem becomes these associations essentially become propaganda mouthpieces for companies to shill their proprietary standards, meaning you have electrical grids entirely made.
Right, make it even tougher. Yeah.
There's an association right here at the heart of UCLA called the Center for Excellence in Smart Manufacturing Institute, SESME for short. I came here originally to tell them to go fuck themselves. I protested them all the way on the East Coast because they're traveling around the country, and I told them I got illegally trespassed from public property.
Badass.
I still stood there and video camera and live stream. I told them I'll fucking see you in California. I would not have come here if you did this bullshit antics of trying to trespass me for public property. So here I am. Come Monday.
You could take this shirt to UCLA.
And I'm gonna.
So when are you going? I should come through and let some support. What day?
I'll be there Monday and Tuesday.
Cool. Do you remember what time?
I'm gonna be there pretty much all fucking day.
Badass.
Their offices. So legally, as far as their offices go, their office is in the Advanced Research and Computation building. I don't know exactly where on the campus it is, but that's where it is. And they have a second office that is not on UCLA. I'm going to be going to both.
Cool.
And they work regular 8 to 5, 9 to 5
Perfect.
jobs.
Okay,
so I'm going to go there and confront them.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to tell them, why have you not answered what your stance is on right to repair? And why did you fucking have me illegally trespass from public property?
Well, it's blatantly illegal, wouldn't it be? There must be some sort of consumer protection laws. Something like that.
There really are not when it comes to not only just consumer grade, but industrial grade. It's really disgusting. Like that generator right now, I can tell you, the parts made in that generator are not easily replaceable. Inevitably, it will kick the bucket. I can't just swap out the battery. That is over $1,000 just fucking gone down the toilet once it dies in the next 4 to 5 years. And it's disgusting. We don't need to do it this way. And that's why your phones are stupidly expensive, why you can't swap out the battery, why when you have a simple chip on your glass, you can't just fucking replace it with any other glass. It has to be this one because there's a proprietary chip and all this other nonsense the public doesn't understand. And I don't expect them to. And the most pathetic thing I've seen is that people who work in the engineering field, all these shitheads around here that work for the Googles, the Metas of the world, they don't fucking speak up. And apparently, as long as that Meta money and Amazon money keeps flowing in, they're all hush hush. But when they have to then buy, say they want to do a home setup to be able to stream from one TV to the other, they're fucked because there's no open technologies out there to do it. Amazon fucking owns it, or Nvidia owns it, or some other big tech company here owns it, and then they complain, and then guys like me come up to them and tell them, go fuck yourself, because you deserve it.
Generate an audience. You know, fuck yeah.
That's right.
Well, shit, man, I'll be out there with you.
Yeah. So, you know, if you want some local news, industry associations specifically for engineering, because that's all cancer. It's fucking bad.
That's why I'm a big advocate too, like consumer protection, like a lot of it, and small business, right?
They
like that's who gets
open source technology.
Right.
That's what my shirt says. I know you can't really see it all that well, but I are open source. I wore this during the protest, and they haven't fucking answered me. And in fact, I have been blocked. My email and social have been blocked on several industry associations, not just SESME. There's the International Society for Automation that sets all sorts of standards for cars, for buildings, in regards to computers and software systems. And they are all simply propaganda mouthpieces for tech companies. So they too can go fuck themselves. And I'll be seeing them in Durham, North Carolina.
Oh, cool. Been in Durham. Cool. I'll see you. I gotta let him walk a little bit. He's getting antsy. But I'll see you out in UCLA. Badass.
I know it looks like, but did you put it as vertical or horizontal?
Here, I got you.
put it
Thank you,
vertical.
sir.
So
You're welcome.
you just end your stream. So here, let me keep
Got a whole. We got everything here.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
I got it in studies on origin.
Keep an eye on them guys.
How you doing?
What up, dog?
What up? Mwah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hi, hun. Hi, name.
We missed you.
Hi, name.
Got my
Hi,
SPTV shirt.
Hi, name. Good job.
Well, you got the magic. I won't tell. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me.
Bravo. The art has. I'm kidding.
You got an original pet style. I like it. It's like you're playing a piano. He likes it too, because some people are like pet him too hard. And they're like, you got the magic touch.
Yeah, I'm already going to lots of black blisters.
He's like, all right, I came to the right spot. She's like, yeah, you know how to do it. Not everybody does. He's soaking it in. I think he's cuter than David Miscavige's beagle. Tough competition. Probably has a better life. That's my guess. You know, I always wonder if anybody... Yeah. I wonder if anybody knew David Miscavige is like...
Hungry, yeah.
What's up?
Hungry.
He could probably eat. He ate yesterday. I mean,
He's hungry.
Yeah, he could probably eat.
Food, I think.
Well, yeah, he's curious of like what food he wants to eat, but he's spoiled. So he usually doesn't eat dog food. He won't eat. I mean, he'll occasionally eat dog treats if he's hungry. But like yesterday, I bought him a half duck from Chinatown, and so he ate that.
I'd imagine he liked it.
Oh yeah, loved it. So he's a little spoiled. He's whining me because he likes to walk. No, I think he's whining because he wants to walk. I know him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's like, I don't like being in one place that long.
Like, I'll let you pet me, but like, yeah, I've got it all for you.
After that, I gotta get the show on the road. But no, I'll let him chill. He's all right though, as long as he's in the shade.
Where'd you get your shoes?
Oh, thank you for asking. I got these in Birmingham, Alabama, at a black-owned, like eccentric suit place. And I love to go shopping if there's ever a heavy black population. They have the most stylish and cheap clothes.
Why you mention that twice?
So I could promote it. So I could say shop small black-owned businesses because you're gonna get the best prices and the best stuff. So yeah, these are like $30. Not bad, right? All that for 30. Yeah, so it's like
They can stand a polishing.
definitely. Yeah, I need like an actual. Yeah, I need to like wash them and stuff because they're like my daily walking shoes too. So I've been walking with them every day for like probably 2 weeks.
And they're only concerned about the protesters and not the fucking 5 cars that have been parked here for 3 fucking days. Because he's a fucking pig and works for child traffickers.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Guess we should check out that scene.
Well, you know, people who hold people accountable are important.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's an important thing. And we need all the eyes and ears we can get.
Well, that's a cop who could be somewhere else patrolling, like legitimately patrolling.
What's up?
That's a cop who could be legitimately patrolling somewhere else.
I know.
Like,
I know.
I mean, like if you need a cop in LA, it's very hard.
There's other stuff. There's probably
They're
other.
paying them.
There's probably
Charlie's
crimes
paying
going
them
on.
to be
Of course,
there
yeah.
to
A nice little chunk of change.
Keep down
Yeah.
everybody's
And then they'll probably get honored at an event later on. Yeah.
supposed to succumb, but like,
Yeah.
we're on the right side of history, and
Yeah.
I'll leave it
Yeah.
at that.
I just feel weird being like enforcing that shit as a cop because like you think like, well, I think cops are by and large corrupt anyway, but like you think as a cop you're like, oh, I want to enforce like safety and justice and like help those in need, and like this is what you're doing.
Paid and who's not.
Right.
We're not paid.
Right.
We make a little money, side money, and like they're
Yeah,
paid.
if that.
They're paid.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have to be paid.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Oh yeah, no, they wouldn't
Never be a
otherwise.
cop across the
No.
They're paid.
They wouldn't
pay the
otherwise.
LAPD to
Yep.
come here.
Off time, and yeah.
And it's not like that for every organization.
But
If
I
you're a
think-
legit church and you got
Yeah.
some protesters, you're not going to call the cops to pay them to come.
Yeah. Miss Magoo, I just want to shake your hands, or don't switch your hand. But I do want to say it's an honor to meet you.
What's your name?
I'm Dodge. Weird name, like the car. Yeah, I used to be a TV news anchor who got fired for talking the truth about Scientology. So thank you for being a trailblazer.
Isn't it interesting? Isn't it amazing that a media would fire you?
Yeah, they created an enemy out of me. Yeah. Well, I was just noting after Lisa Marie Presley died that she probably was prepared to testify against Danny Masterson, and that was a pretty heroic thing. It should have been part of her legacy. That was it. And then yeah, they were like, I even offered to not talk about them, to sign an NDA, to get suspended without pay for a month. But they said, Corinne Powell specifically, she called me, and they said, no, he has to be fired. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, you made your bed.
Yeah,
I'm going to lie in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What station is this?
This was a very local, this was the, it's weird because it had 3 different channels. So it was a weird monopoly. It was both the Fox, the CBS, and the ABC station in Yuma, Arizona. Yeah, right. So it was it was an actual network and everything. And
say that so people know.
Yeah, good point. That's good advice.
Station.
Yeah, you're right. I think I'm a little too modest. Right, that's true. It was an actual
I had the same thing
network.
With Danny Masterson. People would say Danny Masterson ate here, and I'd say stop saying Danny Masterson. They don't know them.
Right, famed actor from that.
Danny Masterson worked on the 70s show, Scientologist, rapist, in jail for 30 years. That's what you said.
Right, because you never know who knew was watching.
Here, that's what you're supporting.
That's what,
You see what
that's
I mean?
what you're doing.
Just say Danny Masterson. It's like,
right, it doesn't mean anything. Because, he isn't that, like, he's not famous, really.
I worked for, but I worked for a TV station and they fired me.
Right, CBS. No, I worked for the CBS network, the Fox network. Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
NBC, that was great.
Contact you and go, you know what?
Worth it. Worth it, because all the stations endorsed it, right? Because the boss didn't want to fire me, but the higher ups, which were ABC and which were Fox, they were like, okay, he has to. So you're right, and that's a good. I never thought about it that way, but you're right. Fox News and CBS actually was responsible for me getting fired.
There you go. So
God, I didn't even think about that.
That every time you say.
This is why I watch you. You're the wise one here. This makes total sense. I think you are. You got a lot of fans.
For a long time.
I could tell. Yeah, I've heard you have a good career.
Professionally, it's just from being in Scientology.
Right, but you've done a lot of that work. Right. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I think that way.
Yeah.
Anyway,
nice to meet you. It's an honor. Got some cool people. She's like the OG.
No, I know. I met her earlier.
Cool. Say hi. He's friendly. Loves attention. Thank you. Yeah, he's a cool combo, whatever he is. Did Danny chase away that cop?
You know, I
guess they did.
Something
like that. But what brought you out here?
I used to, for like 10 years, I worked as an actor with them. And,
cool. Wow.
And
we're gonna walk. Don't worry. We're gonna walk.
I just wanted to be on the right side of history.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So did you know any of them, like back when they were in Scientology and everything?
I was never in.
Right, but you knew some of the actors and stuff, you were saying?
Yeah, they hire outside actors.
Oh, right. Okay, interesting.
They kind of think they want to promote that.
Yeah, right.
But I can't go back in time.
No.
I feel bad.
What was that like?
It was like a time for 3 years. Like if you back up 3 years ago, it was last night, and they were like, we don't hire actors with long hair. So so that was 3 years, and then in like 2023, I know this is crazy. 2023, I saw all this stuff, and then,
right?
In the ensuing months,
respect.
Like, my eyes were open. And I was like, I can't.
So that's fast.
I worked for this organization, and I was, trying to get a role 3 years right.
Right. What can I ask? What the role was? Were you like playing a Scientology?
Roles. Like
wow.
For 10 years, like I was like an actor for them.
Fast. What was it like?
I'm an actor, and like how swimmers go to the pool,
right?
And go to the water. I'm an actor from that to LA, because I've been in SAG since '94.
Oh, cool. So you have the SAG.
So like I'm 5 so I can work 90
cool.
either one.
Yeah.
So like I just feel bad and like I just want to be on the right side of
thank you for doing it. But you have a great insight. Like I hope someday you tell the story about like what the people were hired you were like. What was it like interacting with them? Would you even have casual conversations with them?
They would just pounce on somebody if somebody went wrong at the set.
Interesting.
Like
really? So they're that like mean and like
sterile.
Interesting.
Like, you know what I mean?
So they're always on edge, like ready to reprimand, ready.
Yeah,
so they never say like "good job, guys" or
sterile, like,
right,
gold base,
right.
I'm not like they always treated me okay, but like I just expect them to. They just take advantage of the freedom of religion. By like incorporating kids, the audit.
Yeah, right.
That's not right.
No.
And the right side of history is to be out here and just so I brought in veggie burgers.
Badass. Cool. Love that.
Didn't have like kind of like alternatives that are like like kind of healthier.
Yeah,
so
right. Love that.
Like, food,
All working together.
To help them out. Like I'm not trying to like
Cool.
like.
No, that's important, man. You're making sure. No, you're not. I'm like you. I'm a little more low key. I'm not. I just can't scream at people. I love the people who do, but I can't scream at. I just don't have that.
You do.
What's up?
You don't scream at people.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But you're very like hyperactive.
Yes, I am. Yeah, but I'm like you a little because I'm like I'll observe, conversate, but I won't.
Down for an environment, but like
respect. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, that makes sense.
And here it's like there's shit unfolding because these people have a lot of like
they brought in themselves. Yeah,
so,
you're not wrong.
Take it all in.
Yeah. Absorb.
Your dog is finally acclimated.
Yeah, but he's whining. So hey, you want to walk? Yeah, we'll walk. I'm gonna let him walk a little bit. He needs to walk. I mean, he's heavy, so I need to make sure he walks as much as he can. Somebody's called my dog obese in the chat. So I don't know if he's that bad. He can lose some weight though. Obese, I don't know. That's a different story.
Are you live right now, dog?
Yeah. I could unlive if you'd like me to. I like it. Thanks for coming out. This is fun. It's like a little barbecue. Having a jolly time. I'm letting him walk a little bit. He needs it. Yeah. Letting the dog walk. I haven't seen any of the comments, guys. Let me look at them. Well, I've decided to let the dog walk a little bit because he's getting antsy. He doesn't like being in one. Miss Blitzkrieg, 420. Hell yeah, Miss Blitzkrieg. If you look half as cute as your cartoon profile, add me on Instagram. Dodge Landesman, DODGE LANDESMAN. I am single and thirsty as hell. Do you ever go to La Poubelle, Scientology? No, I did not. I wanted to. But that day when I arrived for court, I was up since court was at 9 a.m. I woke up at 12 p.m. 21 hours previously to drive and make like the 7-hour drive from where I was, which was in Flagstaff, out to LA to cover the court case. And then I went out with Jacob, so I thought I was going to check in the hotel. Then I went out with Jacob to protest and meet Laura and everything. And so by that time, me and the dog were just like out. And I wanted to do it, but then my phone was almost dead. I had to charge my phone. By the time my phone was charged and I had it charged, then it was too late. And make matters worse, my car was locked because I was staying downtown, put my car in a garage. I didn't know that they locked the garage after hours. So I access to I in the subway or the metro, as ULANs call it, Angelinos call it. But my phone wasn't charged enough. So I would have when next time they're at La Poubelle, I'll go though, certainly. So that's your answer, Jenna P. Thanks for watching. Wow, they sacked you for that? They did, Janie. Glad to see you out there with the crew. Viv Ross, I appreciate it. I'll find out his name. That's not the security guard he was talking about, though. Yeah, so which security guard threatened me? The one that I got to talk to. Goes by the name William. Oh, sweet, here he is, William. I'm having an identity crisis. William is in the chat. I don't know if this is a real William. If it is, William, let's do a road trip. This could be the next Odd Couple. I swear to God. We can make this, we could be the next Martin Lewis. You're gonna have to be Dean Martin because you're lame. But I'll be Jerry Lewis. Free Willy, hell yeah. Aaron sent his wife to Clearwater. Yeah, that's sad. When all else fails, do nothing, be nothing. And where's the dog? Somebody named last said, do you like black people? Of course. My first girlfriend is black. In fact, I was so white growing up that no white girls would date me, and black girls were always interested in me, which is very complimentary. I don't prefer one race over another, obviously. I like all races. I regulate every shade. But I always had a deep appreciation for black women because they liked me when stupid stuck-up white girls would not like me. So I am very pro-black. And I love, like, even in general, I mean, I don't think one race is better than any other race. But when you're paying attention to political content, I think that black people, like I love XM Radio's Urban View. I think they have the best and most entertaining insight in politics. So like I like Karen Hunter a lot, and Clay Kane and Roland Martin. So I think they're the best communicators, quite frankly. So more than like black people, I quite like them. What a cutie. Yeah, he is. Obese dog. Stop giving them human food. He is a little heavy. I don't think he's obese. But look at all the exercise we're getting. Dodge, you should do many, many interviews with the protesters. Thank you. Oh, hey, Ayarod. Notice you commented before. I'm being safe with the dog, but I appreciate you looking out for him. There's so many interesting stories. Yeah, even with the guy at UCLA. Jason Jordan, known as William, wants to blow, according to Aaron. Yeah, so that guy with the beard is William. Or Jason Jordan? What's his name? What's his name? Let's see, I'm looking at other stuff. 420. Cool, Miss Blitzkrieg. 420, I like 420 as well. Where do you want to go? You want to go back into the shade? What you whining about? I'm going to have to get back in the protest. I can't just walk you forever. See, that's the thing. He's fat, but he walks. I walk with him 5 hours a day. So I'd like to think that, like, maybe he has some muscle. I'd like to think that. Although I doubt it. And we're going to go back, guys. He needs to, like, not, he hates being in one place. So he's been a trooper this whole time. So we're just walking around, letting him get his little exercise. Good point about the percentages. Yeah, oh, thank you. That was we were talking about the politics stuff. He's a cutie, thank you. Jordan, Jason, a.k.a. William. This is a protest. Why do they call him William? Because, yeah, why? Because he's a slick Willie? Maybe that's why. Maybe he's the next slick Willie. Maybe he gets some stuff here. I think he sees a fountain. Yeah, I guess we're losing everybody. That's okay. Hey, you're not going to the hospital. But if you want, you can go into this fountain. You can go in. Look. Just jump in. Don't be scared. You can just jump in. It's very shallow. Look. Just jump in. Dude, just jump in. Look, it's shallow. Just jump in it. Yeah, well, close enough. He is so chicken shit sometimes. You know, I found him in Mexico, so he doesn't know how to swim, but he loves the water. But he's too scared if, like, he can think something's too deep. And I'm like, dude, you can see the bottom. I'm like, what's your problem? Hey, that's not yours. Sorry about that. Just wants the food. He's disturbing those people because what? Chicken butt. Yeah, he's like, no, I'm not risking it. Now he just wants me to pet him. I think he feels like I haven't paid enough attention to him. I think he also doesn't love the hot weather. So let's look at some of the comments. So why do they call him William? There you go. See, not that hard. Didn't I tell you it was that easy? Pretty good, right? I remember I got him in Mexico in this dusty town called Ciudad Jimenez. And it was in Chihuahua. It was a trucker stop. So it was in the desert. And it had 40,000 people, which in Mexico is, hey, that's not yours. Hey. That's not yours. And it's a dusty town in Mexico. And it is like pure in the desert, so there's no natural bodies of water, and it was the small area, so there's no offices or anything. And then we went to Torreon after I found him. It kind of took him, I guess, although he came very willingly. And you know, he has a leash when he needs it. You need that? Yeah, he needs to chase my shoe. That's just, he always ruins my shoes. He's kind of a dick. I don't know why I'm this nice to him. He doesn't deserve it. No, he deserves it. He's pretty cool. But yeah, we went to Torreon from his dusty, and you know, in that little town, there were like people with horses and stuff and donkeys, and it was like the stereotypical. Then we went to Torreon, which has 700,000 people, and the first thing that he saw, which he loved, was an office fountain that looks a lot like this, and he was flipping out because he never saw an infinite supply of water before. That was like the most exciting thing in the world for him. So that was fun to see him. All right, we'll take a rest, but then we gotta go protest, man. He's tired. He doesn't like the sun. We gotta go. All right, we could do this for a little bit, but then we gotta go back. That's kind of important. We're losing everybody. You were responsible for the death of my career. You. Are you sorry? What did you do to pull this in? He won't answer. Aaron said he worked in the Sea Org under David Miscavige, and he hurt his knee in a fall and was sent to LA. Oh my God, they sent his wife away, and he is in LA. That's kind of sad. Oh, poor guy. I mean, he could just leave Scientology, but still, well, his wife is in there, so that stinks. So you're saying his wife is single? I'm kidding. I should be like, I know how William treats you. Basically, he's been demoted. I wonder why. That's kind of sad. And the opprimed in the world. Love my dog, thank you. So I'm gonna, after he's done looking like Forrest Gump, then we gotta go. I mean, I'll end the stream if he's really gonna just do nothing. Do you want to walk more, or do you want to go? If you're just gonna stand in a shadow, then let's stand in the shadow with our friends, because you were literally whining to me to walk, and so I went away from the protests, and it didn't seem like you wanted to stand in one place or sit in one place, and then all of a sudden you want to sit in one place, but it's not at the damn place that I want you to sit in, and you can't understand a goddamn word I'm saying, because I don't know why people talk to their dogs, because they can't understand shit. Hey, can we go? No, all right, I gotta. All right, we'll chill here. Don't log off. I guess we'll talk, and then hopefully he'll be finished resting. Although he looks pretty cool in this light. Uh-oh, he's gonna sit in my lap. He's sitting where he wants to. Yeah, no, he doesn't really let anybody tell him what to do. Not even me. I mean, if I really scream at him, I can't. I don't like to scream at him. So, he's chilling, and I guess I'll pet him a little bit. He is the boss. No, he's always been the boss. And I'm inadequate. I'm a simp. Oh, well. Yeah. He doesn't like the sun. Oh, this weather's been mild compared to where we were before. So, I don't think it's that bad for him. And he'll go crazy again once the sun starts going down, which will be about an hour. Per Aaron's stream, this William was working with DM. All right, you ready to go? Come. No. Per Aaron's stream, this William was working with DM, and he passed out and hurt his knee. So they were, what did you do to pull this in? And he was demoted. Yeah, right. So they were like, what did you do to pull this in? And he was demoted. How did he pass out? What happened? A little too much drink? Probably not. People have accidents. I thought they at least let people have accidents. Yeesh. They'll punish you for having an accident, falling on your knee. Man. We gotta get William and his wife out of Scientology, guys. That's the most important thing. You know what I'm sad? Where are all this Scientology? Oh, they're at the Hollywood, more closer to the other, obviously the main center. It's where are the Sea Org cuties? But they're not at this building. They're at the other one. Because I do want to hang out with Daphne at some point. I'm a fan of her. Daphne is my Sebastian. Everybody thinks Sebastian's adorable. I'm crushing on Daphne. Daphne, if you read this message, girl, I could be your sugar daddy. Just think about it. We'll make it work. Look at some of the other comments. Don't know why they call him William. Yeah, I don't know. And you guys saw me interact with him, I assume, right? Free Palestine. Cool. Respect, Parker. The dog is here. When all else fails, do nothing. Be nothing. Amen. All right, cool. We're moving on. Oh, that was a psych out. He just readjusted himself. I'm gonna force him to leave soon because this is not riveting television, guys. I'm losing subscribers by the moment. No, I'm not losing them, but I probably should be. But don't unsubscribe. Don't listen to me. Hydration, overwork, sickness. Who knows? You're saying with the dog, or you're saying with William? Yeah. Well, he's not overworked. I don't think he. I don't think he hasn't been working. And he just was literally drinking from a fountain, right? So I don't think he's dehydrated. I've given him lots of water. The bottled water's everywhere being given to him. But I just think he's hot. He doesn't like the sun. That's about it. I mean, he'd rather be in an air-conditioned hotel room right now. I maybe should have left him there, but oh well. Oh, with William. Oh. I tune in. Dog, hey, whatever works. Whatever gets you guys to tune in. Please restart in horizontal and use a stabilizer when walking. Okay, good advice. I have a gimbal. I need to get it out. When dogs are overweight, they have difficulties. Feed him less dry food. Read up on dog nutrition. Well, I mean, the problem is I don't feed him dry food, but I'll feed him like steak and lamb chops. And he had a duck yesterday, so he definitely eats too much. I'm trying to make sure he gets exercise. Although I don't think he's deeply problematic. I think he just doesn't like the sun. You know, I mean, if we're walking 5 hours a day. Hey, it's not yours. Let's go. If we're walking 5 hours a day, like, you know, he's gonna be tired. And not only that, but we were walking 5 hours yesterday, so he might be too tired from yesterday. And that happens too. You know, if there's a day where we're intense, he'll be less intense. Just because he was intense the day before, he kind of got his energy out. Thanks for the attention. Come. All right, guys, we're going back to home base. But no, I mean, a lot of people said he's fat. And tell me, guys, on the chat, if you think he's honestly, like, dangerously fat. I mean, he's definitely fat where he needs to lose weight. I hope he's not fat where it's like he's, like, has these deep health problems. I don't think so, but maybe. So, you know, I'm not going to argue with you on that. There's a gentleman in the mask. Very cool. And guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to stabilize this image. It's like COVID's over, but he's Scientology, so that makes sense. Have you had your thyroid checked, Dodge? My thyroid? Is that like my throat? I don't know what that means. Because I smoke too much? Do I sound weird? A 5 hours walk. Yeah, like there are a lot of pictures if you see my YouTube. We walked all, like the whole downtown LA. We walked like every block of it. About 5 hours. And I'll try to, maybe I'll horizontal this. Does this work? Tell me if horizontal is better when I'm walking. Because I know it is nauseating if you see this shit like move up and back the whole time. It's a tragedy. So that was the front. So this is actually a little more stable. He is a cutie. It must be difficult feeding you on travel. Yeah, I mean, that's the other hard thing too, right? I mean, we're staying in one place for one night or 2 nights. And it's hard to get food on the road. You go to the grocery store, but things go bad. And you can get a big thing of dog food. But he also hates eating the same thing day after day, which is, I think, just a spoiled thing. So, like, he'll eat dog food, but he'll have to not eat dog food for 3 days to eat dog food. Which usually I don't even feed him dog food, but sometimes I will. And he likes cat food, actually. He likes cat food more than he likes dog food, ironically. Oh, good. He's pooping on Scientology property. Taking a dump on Scientology grass. Hey, guess what, boy? You got a freebie. I ain't picking this one up. Good times. Good times. That's for Osa. Flip it forward. Oh, I thought I flipped it successfully. Doggy's thyroid is not working properly. Oh, okay, thank you. You know, he hasn't been to the vet since he had cancer. So he had cancer for a while. The reason I feed him so much is because I feel bad, because the first year I had him, he had a giant tumor on his nose. And he couldn't really eat. He'd eat a tiny bit to like force himself to eat, but barely. And he'd choke on the food all the time and cough. And so I was just so excited when he could and he couldn't really smell. So I was so excited. Oh, good, he's taking a dump on Scientology property again. 2 dumps on the Scientology property. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry, Janie. I'm sorry to hear that. She said Janie just said you lost your dog to cancer. Well, I can tell you care about your dog a lot. In our previous conversations, I know you've been a subscriber of mine for a while, so I know you treated your dog very, very well. So respect to you. That's hard, though. I got lucky. His cancer was curable. Apparently he had something called TVT, which is like an STD cancer. Said thanks. Agree. I'm glad. Yes, huge animal lover. I can tell. You're a good soul, Janie. You are a very good soul. How's it going? Good, good.
Chaos back here. Best of chaos.
I missed something?
No, well, there's a whole sit out out here, so there's
cool.
barbecue and everything. And
I was there before. Are they going to go out with their cars or no?
There is a plan for a bit of a caravan. I don't know exactly the route, but
okay, cool.
They'll be going.
Awesome.
I'm Dan, by the way.
I'm Dodge. Very
so
nice to meet you.
Oh, that's
Pleasure.
amazing. Great to see you.
Thank you for coming out. I like your enthusiasm, by the way.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like we're all amongst friends. You too. I love it. I'll see you out there. Woo! Cool. All right, we're going back to the main scene, guys. We're making this happen. I wonder how many new subscribers I got. Probably 1. Probably lost them.
But there's also the synthetic
Just hold it for her.
Y'all need help?
Yes, please.
Okay. You need help with the other side?
We love Tori. Yes, we do. We love Tori.
You want me to put it more back up? Or just hold it steady? Well, I could try to stretch it out and keep this on one side. Sorry guys, just holding up the sign for them. There we go. It's not bad. It looks pretty good so far. And we'll get this up to the front. That's a pretty cool banner. God, who crocheted this whole banner? This is amazing.
I'm wondering it too.
I know it was a viewer. I'm not sure who's like.
Was it Miriam? Or because I know she's a person that crochets a lot of stuff. All right, how's it look? Oh, perfect. Perfect.
So I had it right the first time.
Not really, but
Looks great now. I don't have any complaints. He's doing well. He says, nice to meet you. He says he's mad he didn't get to meet you in Baton Rouge. But now he finally does. He says, thank you. That means he likes you. If he looks you in the eyes, that means like you're petting him correctly. And he's not annoyed by you. Because some people he gets annoyed by it. They like pet him aggressively.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, you're cool. You pet perfect. How long was your crazy drive, or how many how many times did you guys stop?
So we stopped in New Orleans, and
yes.
From New Orleans we went to Dallas. We stopped overnight.
Cool.
And from Dallas we went to New Mexico.
Okay, hardcore.
And then from New Mexico back home.
Wow. So Dallas straight to New Mexico. You stopped like what, Albuquerque?
Somewhere Gallup.
Gallup. We stopped at Gallup for an hour, walked around. Wow, hard. So you're more hardcore than me. So I was complaining because I had to do Memphis to here in 5 days. So 4 days wasn't. Yeah, I mean, it's 6 hours each day. Stop 6 hours for 5 days. But I did Memphis to like Little Rock, Arkansas. Then Arkansas.
How is Arkansas?
Beautiful. Arkansas is like the most beautiful state. How you doing? Arkansas is like the most beautiful state. Like, you don't realize it, but completely in the mountains, completely lush, rivers everywhere, nice and quiet. Like, Little Rock is a big, like, decent-sized city with the best steak you'll ever eat. A place called Doe's Eat Place, which is like the best.
We'll have to give it a try next time.
You should. It's a great little, like, it's a good medium-sized small city to stop in. And around it is like hot springs and lots of clothes. Woo! Yeah, what are the cars going out? Do you know?
All right, and a bit.
Cool. Well, let me know.
I think we're about to leave.
Oh, really? Okay, because my car is parked 10 blocks away. Okay, and so you're all leaving from here?
Yes. So if you want to go get your car?
Yeah. All right. If they're not that I'm gonna ask anybody away from me, but I'll be there literally in 15 minutes. So hopefully I don't miss you guys. Because I'm blasting out Diana Hubbard's music. She dropped an album. That's L. Ron Hubbard's daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she dropped like a whole album in the 70s. So let's be blasting that shit out. That'll be fun. All right, I gotta get my car. Okay, guys, we're gonna go to the car. Gotta say hi to my bud. First, I gotta say hi to my bud. Then I'll get to my car. What up?
Hey,
how you doing? Good. How are you? This bump works either or.
Dodge here. How you doing?
What's up? What's up, guys? How you doing?
Took me a little bit longer to get here today than I anticipated.
That's all right. You haven't missed anything.
Right on. I guess the vans and trucks are just starting to go around.
Yeah, so I'm trying to run again because I'm parked like a 10-minute walk away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
nice.
So I'll go get my car.
Okay.
But I'll see you out there.
Right on. Yeah.
She's a legend, indeed. Thank you. Yeah, the dog is well behaved. I picked up my dog in the dusty streets of Reynosa, Tamaulipas, and she had cancer. I'm sorry. Well, that's funny. So yeah, I think I told you where I picked my dog up in Mexico. He's been to Tamaulipas, but he has not been to Reynosa, but he's been to Tampico. He had a good time in Tampico. Tampico is it was in the winter, so once we got up north, the weather got much cooler. So he was very happy with Tampico. Beautiful city. It's a weird city because there's a lot of French architecture influence, because I think a lot of it was built when France actually briefly controlled Mexico for maybe all of 3 years, 2 or 3 years. But it's cool because it looks like New Orleans, Tampico, with the designs on the front of the houses and stuff. It's cool. But anyway. All right, guys, I don't think I can record from, or maybe I can. Comment, should I log off, or do you just want me to continue and then hopefully, because I have a convertible, hopefully I can record from my car. Although, then they'll know where my car is, although does that matter? Now she gets homemade food. That's a good option. She's a legend, yeah. All right, guys, I might sign off and sign back on. Unless you want to tell me not to. But I'm going to sign off probably. Maybe not. Now we got 29 people watching. So, you know what? Maybe I'll just keep going. I got to look at Google Maps, though, so that thing's going to go dead for a second, guys. Just be forewarned. All right, we're back. Too bad I parked on Everest. We still have about 3 minutes until we get to the car. I'm just at the grocery store. I want it to be just parked kind of far away, just because you never know. Safer to sign off. Yeah! Because then I still haven't said where I am. Ah, fuck, I sort of said where I am. Yeah, you're probably right. Sign off and return the vehicle. Yeah, I think you're right. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off just so I don't give out too much information. I'm going to experiment to see if I can record as well with the camera. So while I'm in the car, I don't know. So I will figure that out, and we'll be talking again probably in just about 15-20 minutes. Dog's got to get some water. First things first. Sign off, return horizontally. Yeah, good idea. I'll try to do that. All right. Bye, guys. I'll see you in about 20 minutes.